Heyo YouTube, it's Redalchemy here, and welcome back to my channel once again. This is Switch 'em Up, the series on this channel where I play random games, usually on the Switch, not always though. Today we are playing on the Switch. This is Fairy Tail. I don't know how many of you have actually watched the show Fairy Tail or read the manga, you know, whatever, but this is basically just a retelling of the series. So if you have seen the series before, this is not going to give anything away. If you have not seen the series before and you are planning on watching it, I would probably move on, because first of all, you're going to have no idea what's going on here, and second of all, it's going to ruin some stuff. We are like 10 hours into the game right now. I am trying something new this episode, and instead of starting at the beginning of a game, I figured I would bring you all in to a game that I've been playing on my own and kind of show you what's going on. Or, you know, show you the game a little bit at least. Alright, so this is a JRPG, a turn-based JRPG at that. One second, let me get my Joy-Cons to connect. Okay. Anyways, so it plays just like, you know, your typical JRPG. There is turn-based battles. Lots of quests, lots and lots of quests. We are currently in the town of Crocus, and I forget what's going on now. It's been a couple days since I actually played, but we're gonna go ahead and continue this quest line here. We're playing as Erza because it gives me the option, and I'm going to play as Erza if I have the option, obviously. He says, "Someone suspicious? Well, I did see someone running north." Oh yeah, okay. So Jalal, who is pretending to be Mystican, and I are looking for a source of mysterious magic. Alright, so they're still here. Let's check east of the canal. Again, yeah, if you've never played, or if you've never watched Fairy Tail or anything, you're gonna have no idea what's going on, but this is during the Grand Magic Games. Oh, I am going the complete wrong direction. How about I look at the map? But yeah, this is during the Grand Magic Games, and it does actually follow really close to the story itself. So if, like I said, if you've played it before, you're gonna know the story. Alright, what you got to say? I haven't seen anything like that. Canal East. Oh, cool. I guess I have not been over here before. It just added a fast travel to the map, which is nice. Is the volume a little loud? I feel like the volume's a little loud. One second. Let's turn it down just a smidge. There we go. I think that's probably good. It's been a little bit since I've recorded one of these episodes, but what are these little blue dots? One second. I see blue dots on the map, and I'm not entirely sure what they are. Funny story. I actually. Oh, is this? Oh, it's one of the, okay, these delicious candy you're able to turn into Plu at, nothing? Okay. At, Lucy's house, though, in Magnolia. Magnolia Crawford. Okay, so, I guess it's just this? This looks like someone I need to fight. You there, you seem quite suspicious. You want a piece of me? Yeah, I do. I'm Erza. You don't mess with Erza. Alright, so yeah, this is the battle system though. This is actually kind of convenient. I can show you. Usually you have like more members of Fairy Tail with you, but right now it's just me and Jalal, or me and Mystigan, you know, however you want to look at it. But anyways, so there's a bunch of attacks you can choose from, and you can actually turn the action sequence off, and it makes things quite a bit faster, but I like seeing them, and I mean, maybe if I'm like out in the field just fighting a bunch of enemies at once, I might not have them turned on. That way I can just kind of, you know, grind a little bit faster, but it's fun to just see the different action sequences. Just like Fire Emblem or something, you know. Alright, so it looks like those little blue dots are maybe a part of this quest. I'm not for sure about that. Again, it's been like 2 days since I played this game, so I just sat down to play it, and I was like, let's record it, because it has been a while since I've done a Switch 'em Up episode. You there, you seem quite suspicious. Oh, this is just the same dialogue again. We're just gonna go around and beat these guys up, apparently. Your MP also does renew quite a bit, like whenever you finish quests. So there's really not a lot of sense in like saving MP. And I've also found this game to be very easy. Oh crap, sorry. Man, that was a fast counter button. Okay. But yeah, I was playing on easy, actually, because I usually do start games off on easy if I'm just playing them by myself, just for the, you know, like, I play games for the story, to be honest, not for the challenge. But it was so easy that I upped it to normal, just because, like, it was too easy. And I've really enjoyed it. Like, I have literally, I'm not, like, trying to 100% this game, but I have done so many of the side quests. And that's really unusual for me, because I don't usually do side quests in games very often, because, you know, they're not required, so why would I, right? But, just, it's been so much fun to see the different fairy tale characters interacting with each other. Like, you're able to, they're like social bonds, almost kind of like Persona or something. And you're able to, I don't know, it's really fun, because I'm a very big fan of fairy tale. I mean, if you're not a fan of fairy tale, this game is really not going to be much to you, but, oh, I got another fast travel there. Nani? What is it, Mystigan? That magic, it's close. Alright, well, should I go fight this guy first, actually? Yeah, just for the experience. Now that I've upped it to normal, I feel like I should, fight as many people as I can. Not like I haven't been doing that already. Like, no joke, I wish that I had just been recording this whole time so you could see how obsessive I've been. But I feel like if I were recording a Let's Play, though, I wouldn't have been that obsessive in the first place. That's part of the reason why I kind of want to do the new Switch 'em Up episodes like this. Just because it would be cool to kind of get to a point in the game where I know what I'm doing before I make an episode. Oh, I do have my, like, see there, I can press R right now and unleash like a special attack, but there's not really any point in me doing that because there's only one guy left. I'll show you a couple of the other moves. And from what I can tell, almost every single one of the moves they have are straight out of the anime. Here is Jalal's using Mystigan's magic because he is pretending to be Mystigan, which I think is a nice little touch. He's actually using Mystigan's magic. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go up here. Again, I don't know what those little 3 dots were, but it's all good. Over there. I feel it from over there. Hurry! Let us get to the bottom of this. Let us get to the bottom of this. That was a bit weird. Oh, here's Kagura. Ow! Apologies, I was in a hurry. It's not her. It's farther in. Mystigan, your mask. You're not wearing a mask. We're in a pandemic right now. No. She saw that it's Jalal. No, this is just Mystigan. Are you alright? We should call for a medic. Don't touch me. Yeah, because she hates Jalal. Jalal, I'll kill you. I'll kill you! I guess I could have done more of a feminine voice for her, maybe. Alright, so now we're fighting Kagura, it looks like. Jalal, I'll never forgive you. Kagura, wait, that's not what happened. Yeah, this is, once again, all from the anime. Big misunderstanding here. But, let's continue. Shut up, I'll kill you. Doesn't really matter why we're fighting her, but we're fighting her. There we go, I got the little counter in that time. Yeah, so there's basically like quick time events almost that you... She said, Erza Scarlet, you know Jalal well. You must be on his side. Yeah, Erza does know Jalal pretty well. Oh, actually, now that we're in a boss fight, I can actually show you. Okay, so this is what happens whenever you do your ultimate attack. So you're able to chain these attacks together. Unfortunately, Jalal, I have not been able to level up, so his chain attacks are actually going to be weaker than Erza's. But, oh well, it's all good. And again, usually you have like a full team. Like right now I can have 4 people in my party. I can tell though that there will be an option for a 5th party member eventually, so that'll be cool because right now it feels like 4 is just not enough, and I kind of hate having to pick only 4 members of Fairy Tail to fight with. So as you can see, this chain goes on for a really long time. I think 10 is where it stops. Yeah, well, that was 9, but whatever. I will kill Jalal, she says. I don't have a healer right now either, because Lucy and Wendy are my 2 healers, and don't have either one of them. But I do have lots of items that I could use. Where's the fight? Over here, hurry, stop them! This is bad, we have to run. Right. Peace out. Here's Miliana. Kagura, are you okay? Jalal was. Jalal? It's okay. I've calmed down now. But he's over there. I know, don't worry. They were hiding him. Jalal's in Fairy Tail? But why? Erza. Yeah, so they were all like entrapped together with Erza, and they think that Jalal was like behind it all, but it was a misunderstanding. Alright, that was close. Oh, sorry. She knew me, and the look in her eyes, she was ready to murder me. I do have auto. Let me turn auto play off. There we go. Jalal, a victim of my actions. Perhaps it would have been better if she had killed me. You idiot! Erza, it's true that you did those terrible things, but I forgave you. You have faced your past, were tortured by it. Isn't that why you have formed Crime Sorcier? To pay for your sins? Follow it through until the end. You can't just give up halfway through because you'd rather die. You're right, Erza. I didn't start Crime Sorcier on some whim. For the good of the world, we have to find that magic. I'm going. Jalal, sins aren't something you can easily erase. Yeah, so Jalal started Crime Sorcier, which is his like new guild that he's created specifically to atone for sins of the past that Kagura is mad at him for. I'm not going to spend all the time explaining to you the story of Fairy Tail. Watch the show, read the manga. It is very good, so... Alright, so it should open the game back up now to... Yeah, okay, so here's my regular party. It would be nice, though, if I could get Wendy back in here. Yeah, let's replace Lucy. Because, to be honest, Lucy is really strong too, but Wendy is just a much better healer than Lucy. Wait, Wendy is I don't know what I said. Wendy is a much better healer than Lucy is. So, and she can also like buff as well, so I prefer to keep her. For now, at least. If we get a 5th party member, I'll probably bring Lucy in, but... Alright, so Raventail has been disqualified. I can't believe Ivan would resort to some... Oh yeah, Ivan, Raventail. This is all part of the game. Well, that's one less thing for us to worry about, but we still have to have the rest of the games. Get ready. Alright, yeah. Because like I said, we're in the middle of the Grand Magic Games right now, which, funnily enough, is my favorite arc from the show. So it's really cool that this is what the game like starts out with, just about. Alright, here's Gray. Raventail's disqualification. That takes care of some of our competition. We got some points for winning today, too. First place doesn't seem so far away anymore. Sabretooth is the real problem. Yeah, they're the ones standing between us and the first place. That just means if we beat them, we win. I'm all fired up. I don't think it'll be that simple, huh? Erza, what's wrong? No, it's nothing. Alright, I'm hoping I can show you all like a quest. It's just gonna give me a bunch of cutscenes. Old man, what is the Illumin Histoire? Did you hear about it from Ivan? I think he wanted it. That damn kid. He said it was Fairy Tail's darkness. It's not darkness. First Master. That's the first master of the Fairy Tail Guild, if you didn't know. Again, if you've never seen Fairy Tail, I'm not sure why you're even watching this. The Lumen Histoire. This is our guild's light. First Master, you can't. I know, this information is meant only for a master. Do you understand, Loxus? If it's nothing bad, I won't pry. Thank you. Where could Island have found out about that? It must have been the second master. To think that he would fall to darkness. I was so short-sighted. No, it's not your fault. It is my fault. I sniff hic. I'm not crying. I'm not crying at all. Oh, Loxus, comfort her, now. How am I supposed to do that? Alright, is that it for cutscenes, maybe? No? Another cutscene? Alright. Today is the last day of the normal matches. The final match will have totally different rules. The final battle, I wonder what it'll be. The schedule just says Grand Magic Games. It's the last one, so maybe a Battle Royale? Doesn't matter what it is, we're gonna win! Yes, Natsu. Alright, so I'm hoping now it'll just let me go ahead and do what I want to do. Usually at this point you can either continue with the story or you can kind of go off and do your own thing, which I of course have been doing like crazy. Alright, we're halfway through. You'd better do well on day 4. Alright, I will. Okay, so this is the request board. You cannot accept a request this time. Well, never mind. I guess I've got to continue the story right now. But normally you would come here, accept a request, and actually all of the requests on the board right there I've already done. I've actually done every single request that would let me do up until this point. They're just, like, there are requests that it lets you do over, basically, if you want to. But I guess right now I just have to continue with the story. You can go over here, though, and, like, rank up your characters or your, upgrade your, like, the stuff here. I actually do need to rank up Lucy, yeah. So we're gonna rank her up because I've got a ridiculous amount of points to spend. So yeah, on top of being able to rank your characters up like this, you're also able to rank up your like social bonds. So now I've got an alternate costume, it looks like. Increases damage dealt by follow-up attacks. Has a set chance to give ally an extra turn and gain chance at the beginning of battle. Okay. So yeah, as you rank up your character, you get like new things for them. Let's go ahead and rank up her as well. Ooh, I just saw Wendy needs to be ranked up too. I probably shouldn't have spent all those points. Alright. Unlocks a Lacrima equipment slot, alternate costume. Damage to, yeah, so it's just all the same stuff basically, usually. Increases MP, yeah. I got a lot for her, and I was pretty far behind with her, so I hope I still have enough though to do, let's see, 200, 440. Okay, I can get her up to rank 6 actually. I wish I would have noticed that first, because I would much rather have Wendy ranked up than Juvia, but whatever, it's all good. I can always come back and do it later. Yeah, I usually just skip these little cutscenes here because it's the same thing every time. Alright, we don't need to see all this. I would like to go ahead and show you some more of the game. Real quick though, you're able to also upgrade your facilities through here. I've got everything pretty much upgraded all the way, I believe. There's a couple of like small things that I need to do still. Like this. Yeah, actually I've got the stuff to do it here, so we'll remodel some stuff. So the kitchen raises max HP, like, so each of these different like areas of the guild do different things for you. Here we go. I believe this is gonna have me pretty much caught up. Yeah, so this increases sales price when selling items to the item shop. Yeah. So literally, like, that was the only two that I was behind on. So yeah, you get to see everything like maxed out right now at least. I'm sure that there will be more eventually, and you can see how much money I have up here on the top right, like 208,250 jewel. That's literally just because I have done every single quest that they've thrown at me. Like, it's just fun. Like, it's really fun to kind of like space out while I'm watching TV and go out and do quests. Like, set battling to auto or something and just go out and do the quests. And it's kind of like a mindless task whenever you don't want to continue with the story. But right now it's forcing me to continue with the story. So maybe just go out here. There's probably like a cutscene I have to watch. Yeah, here we go. Oh, Lucy! Yukino, how have you been? Fine. I heard there was some trouble at the Sabertooth lodgings. Oh, that. Don't worry about it. I'll get back at them for you. Please don't feel like you have to do that. It was my fault for losing at the games. No, we're doing this because we want to. We won't let a guild get away with hurting its members. I agree. But we've got to get going now. God, Gray is so awkward sometimes, but God, he saw it though. You're that powerful celestial spirit wizard. Oh no, I'm not powerful at all. Excuse my rudeness, but who are you? Someone who needs you. It's Arcadios. Alright, cool. So, yeah, now I think I should be able to maybe go and show you all because I think it was just wanting to watch that little cutscene there. I should be able to show you a quest now. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, as you can see, I have literally completed all these, so there are no new quests right now. But, I mean, I can show you just like a random quest, because I will still get some like jewel for it and stuff. It's really nice because you can literally fast travel everywhere in this game. Even like, let me show you real quick. If I wanted to go to like another part of the city I'm in, you literally just like fast travel there. And that's why you saw at the beginning I unlocked like 2 new fast travel spots. Mainly because I just haven't really explored this town a whole lot, if I'm being totally honest. And this is all that I've unlocked so far. As far as like areas, you can see where there's going to be like room for a whole bunch more areas, but for now at least, I would imagine until the Grand Magic Games are over, it's going to be like about like this, I would imagine. Alright, so I'll show you this quest real quick, and then we'll move on. It's really nice because you can literally just see on the map like where you need to go and go kill the things. My dog is like walking around my legs. I'm worried he's gonna pull this microphone off the desk because he has done stuff like that before. Alright. I will admit, since I've turned this up to normal from easy, it is so much more fun. So if you're starting this game, I highly recommend just starting it out at normal, because easy, like even if you just want to play it for the story, easy just had no difficulty whatsoever. So it's really nice to have some other difficulty. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buff everyone. You can see there what I mean. There's a 5th character slot there when she goes to do her buff. So I assume that at some point I'll have a 5th character, but for now we only got 4. And you can see here it says that Ice Make Floor grants the counter stance. I like doing ones that grant the counter stance because then you're usually able to get extra attacks in. Didn't really give me the option at that time, but still yet though, if they go to attack me now, I'll be able to attack back. So, but sometimes whenever you do a counter stance, it gives you the option of attacking with one of the other party members. Still nothing. Okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna get to show you that, but it's all good. And my gauge over in the bottom right there for the ultimate attack fills up very fast now because I've upgraded my like utilities and stuff, the rooms at the guild so far. Alright, so we've done 3 out of 5 of the lizardmen. Looks like we still need 2 more lizardmen and then 3 of the other one. Okay, yeah, and then there's these little special character abilities here that you get. This is one for Wendy that raises your speed, I believe. I see this one regularly. She's the only one that really has one of these right now, though, I feel like. Oh, it raises your luck, I guess, but... how about instead of doing a buff this time, let's just do some attacking with Wendy, because it looks like they're weak to her attacks. I have said for years too, I wanted to mention this, I have literally said for years that Fairy Tail would make the coolest like strategy RPG, like a Fire Emblem type game, but this is just as good. Like whenever I saw that this game, I didn't even know this game was coming out. I walked into GameStop one day and I saw it, and like immediately had to get it because first of all, I love JRPGs, even if it's not like a strategy RPG. I mean, in all honesty, I prefer this type of RPG over a strategy RPG. I just think that Fairy Tail would make an especially good strategy RPG because there are so many characters and each of them have so many different special moves. It would just be really cool to kind of like move them around on a battlefield, and I don't know. I'm sure that in Japan they probably already have a game like that, but here in America, this is, I think, the first Fairy Tail game that we've got that's like an RPG type game. I don't know. At least the first one that I know of. You all can correct me in the comments if you know. Alright, so there's the Lizardmen. It should be the last of them we need for the quest. And this is what these little quests usually consist of. It's either stuff like this where you can go around and kill stuff, or like maybe a quest where you just kind of go watch a couple of cutscenes or collect items. It's, you know, the usual for an RPG. Something I did want to mention is over here where we're about to go. You can see, oh come on, stop following me. You can see these rocks right here. So at one point there was a rock wall in the way right here, and in order to clear obstacles in the environment, sometimes you will have to attack an enemy near that environment and then do a certain amount of total damage during the battle. And I think that one was like 30,000 damage or something, and it'll literally, like, it's called like over damage or over something. It's not overkill, it's over damage or something. And it opens up a new environment in or a new area in the environment, if that makes any sense. Ah, man, he got me. Okay, we're gonna have to fight this one. Yeah, these are all lizardmen, so there's not really any point in it. I wonder if I could escape. That's cool. I'm not gonna escape because there's no real point in it. Let's just kill some lizardmen again. But yeah, so I thought that was something that was really cool, because usually, like, you really have to plan out your attacks to get the over damage enough to be able to get through those parts of the environment. It just so happened that I had already done this one, where the little area we're in now, so I didn't have to do it again, because once you open up that area, it stays open. I should probably stop talking and pay more attention to what's going on in the game. Alright, our special is up at least, so if I can just find these other enemies, then we'll be good. But what I did want to show you is that anytime you see a box like that glowing, you can get some more of that delicious candy. And maybe I will actually go and show you. Okay, let's kill one of these things real quick. Maybe I will go and show you Plu, where you turn in those candies. Okay, yeah, you see how it showed that background there? That means that it's part of the overkill thing. But I don't think we're gonna be able to get it this time, because I think that it's one of the special ones that require like a ridiculous amount of damage. And I don't think we're gonna be able to do that right now. Oh wow, she has chain 3. I did not even know that. You see where it says extreme magic there? So that's an alternate to the finisher. But we want to try and hold out as long as we can. Oh man, God, I hit chain 2 instead of chain 3 for her there. But it is really nice whenever it works out as the last chain is one of those extreme magics, or one of the last couple at least, because it just it really raises your attack up. See, the last one was just a finisher, and it wasn't an extreme magic. It would have been cool to show you one of the extreme magics, but and they can really raise your like total magic like crazy too. I had one that was like, it was something ridiculous, like 154,000 total or something. Alright, so we obviously didn't get enough total damage to destroy the background object there, because it's probably like 100,000. And the reason I say that, oh cool, okay, we finished the quest. So we can go ahead and leave here. I did see that treasure chest there, but I'm pretty sure the treasure chests like stay there, they don't like disappear. Alright, so we're going to turn that request in here, and I'm actually going to go to Magnolia and show you. Oh yeah, you can see your guild rank goes up too with every quest you do. So you start out at like rank like 100 and some, and I'm up to rank 21 already, because I have been like playing this like a madman. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Magnolia, ooh, I can show you something else that's cool. During the loading screens, it's so cool. It looks like the cheapest loading screen in the world, but you can actually play baseball. Look, you can play baseball with the little letters and happy. That's so cute. I didn't notice it at first. Literally, it took me like 10 loading screens before I noticed that, but isn't that cool? Yeah, I like that. The loading screens usually aren't that long either, but that one was long because we were moving from one major city to another. So the last thing I want to show you real quick, we're at about time right now, but here is where, this is Lucy's house, so this is where you can come to change clothes. For example, Lucy has a swimsuit, obviously, and then this is the one we just unlocked. And let's see, someone else. I feel like Juvia, maybe? There we go. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see what her swimsuit is. Of course, all the girls are gonna have swimsuits. I really like that though. That like camo. It kind of matches Gray. Oh, that's adorable because she has a crush on Gray. Oh, Gray has a swimsuit too. All right, well, Gray's not gonna be matching Juvia anymore. Sorry, Juvia. We gotta have Naked Gray because that is an option. So I am going to have Naked Gray. All right, you can come in here. If there's like a cutscene, it'll sometimes have a little cutscene you can watch. What? Ah, who are you? You know who it is. It's Natsu. That was a silly little cutscene, but yeah, you can see it's just little little short cutscenes. That's meant to be funny. But I wanted to show you. This is Plu, and this is where you turn in delicious candies. Yeah, it says Nikora, but it does also refer to him as Plu sometimes. And his name in the anime is Plu because he's from Groove Adventure Rave, but I don't know for sure. Maybe in the original Japanese it was Nikora. Alright, so we're gonna give him the candy, and it looks like we have not turned in enough. Oh, we've turned in 9 out of 10. If we had turned in one more, we could have gotten another little reward there. But that's okay. Not a big deal. I'm sure I could probably find one if I just kind of like wandered around the city a little bit. Maybe we'll do that for just like 2 seconds, because I did find that other one just like in a back alley somewhere. And to be honest, I haven't really wandered around this city too much, so maybe we might get lucky if we kind of go and... Oh, look, I bet this is it right here. Yeah, okay, cool. That was super nice. That was like the most convenient location we could have gotten. Alright, cool. So I get to show you what happens whenever you turn in enough to get a reward. Alright, cool. So we got the Lacrima Journal Special Edition, an Energy Charm, and a Lacrima Shard. Which actually, I guess that's... Okay, one more thing. I'll show you one more thing. If you go back to the guild, or you can go to the inn in Crocus and go back here and talk to Levy, you can actually, let me see here, synthesize materials and recycle materials. And these are all like equipable things that will either raise your attack or like do different, have different effects on the characters. And it's, I mean, usually you just get enough of them in the game to not really need to make any. But like you can see here, let's see. So I can actually make another one of those, but I don't think there's any reason to because I already have one. These are all like special ones here at the bottom for like special characters, but yeah, I mean, that's just, it's another little thing. You're able to like recycle stuff too. 1 second, sorry, I meant to click recycle. You're able to recycle stuff too here, and like basically if you have some of these that you don't need or you're not using, you can recycle them and get like every 5 you turn in, you get another random one, which is kind of nice. You can kind of get some rare ones there that you wouldn't get otherwise. You can actually also duel the characters, so like let me show you here. I keep saying that I'm done, but then I find more things. Alright, so yeah, let's battle Gray. Let's do it. Let's duel Gray. Alright, so the duels are literally just like a little short battle. But you definitely want to make sure that you're high enough level to battle them, because they can be strong. Well, looks like Gray's not very strong actually, but that's just because I'm super over leveled right now. I did. I got my butt handed to me by someone. I forget who it was early on, whenever I first got the option to start dueling. But all right, well, I mean, I don't really know what else to show you. I guess that's about it for now. There is these little like side rooms that you can go into. There's not really much here though. But yeah, it's a really fun game. Like, I highly recommend this game. If you enjoy JRPGs in the slightest, then definitely check this game out. Or if you just like Fairy Tail. If you like Fairy Tail a lot, you really, that's kind of a prerequisite. You kind of need to know Fairy Tail first to play this game, but it's really fun. So by all means, go check it out. You know, we've also got a little shop here. Sorry, I didn't show you the item shop, obviously. Yeah. But I haven't really had to use a lot of items in this game because, like I said, I was playing on easy, and I just recently turned it up to normal, and it's just play on normal. Just play on normal. I highly recommend you just play on normal because it's not that hard of a game, especially if you're going to do all the side quests like I am. All right, well, I guess that's all I got to say. I've been babbling on for 35 minutes now, so maybe we should go ahead and just end here. That's it for this time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it. That way you'll get notifications every time I upload a new video. I've got another video coming soon where I sticker bombed my PS4. I've already got it recorded. I just got to get it edited. I was just kind of trying to get this up in the meantime. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and everyone have a great life.